So we're into May 2015. I was just about to finish up my book. The manuscript had been done. So I mentioned the positive experience I did there. I think the book is finished on May the 8th. That's the official date. Because I actually put that in the book, end of story. Even though now we're nearly a year later. I'm still going through hell. So everything was miserable. Remember, my shed got broken. The window, the Persplex, I think it's called, and I could actually hear the lads out doing it. But I was so ill and so run, I couldn't face anybody. I was in bits, and my neighbour started shouting at them. They actually, one of the young lads, must be about 10 at the time, he had a screwdriver and he was hammering it and broke it. And I had to go to it. His parents came over. I'd never seen him before. He lived in the park. I don't live in the park. And I said, you're going to either have to replace that or pay for it. And the father said, I'll replace it myself. I'll fix it for tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the evening. So I waited till 6 o'clock, 6:30, and he never came. So there was nobody in. It took me ages to find the house, but eventually found it because he gave me the address number. So the following day I went back at 6. This time he was just there and he had the Perspex and a hammer on it, whatever. Maybe a little saw or something, and he fixed it for me, and I was happy enough with that. So that whole summer was a nightmare. Then we're coming into 2015. The doctor question, as I said before, he said he left that summer. He got a job, a position abroad. So I actually went back into that last bloody hospital for the last time. I hadn't been there now since 2006. 10 years virtually since the last time I was there. I didn't want to go there. I actually asked my GP again, could it be sent to a different hospital in the area. So me and my mother were told that she obviously was making phone calls, and then eventually got called in back to the same hospital yet again. And I knew I'm going to hope of getting better. So I went in anyway, and the first day I was there, that day when it's been, because I remember they got smart with me before. I remember I told you, we didn't ask you to come here, you know. So I said it to them, look, before you say anything, I didn't ask to come here. I asked to be sent to a different hospital. So don't get smart with me. You've done it to me before. And he asked me, one was a female nurse, two was a male. I said, it's a male problem, and I'm not saying anything more about it because it's embarrassing. And that's the best way to stay. And I couldn't sleep there. But at least this time they knew about it. I used to get up and tell them I was awake. And they knew definitely this time I couldn't sleep. And even with tons of sedatives and sleeping tablets, I still couldn't sleep. Even they knew this time. And I was there for exactly 2 weeks. The day before, the doctor in question said, would you like to go home? She didn't work too hard at all. The day I met her, I asked her to keep it, or the day after, I said, if you have to try every drug known, every drug, and give every drug a shot, let me know what such. After 1 or 2 drugs, she gave up. The second one. That's not a serious effort to get you better. And then I met her for the next couple of months. She said, I won't longer be in the hospital, but I'll be in the other centre, and I can see you there every couple of months. And I'd be with her with me ma. I'd be asking her questions, and she'd evade the question like I didn't answer. She'd move on to something else, like, isn't the weather lovely today? I was going to say that I just asked you a question there a minute ago, and I asked you a question before that, and you evaded it. Now, she was other than that, she was well mannered, but she was rude. She must have known she was evading the questions, obviously, because if somebody asked me a question and I don't answer it, I'm being rude, and I know I am. But other than that, she was well mannered. But eventually, it was finished, and then I met the old doctor from 2006. But this time, I was much better at what I was doing. The first time I met him, I said, my mother didn't like him because he was very rude. My mum was, upset, and he said, if you don't stop, I'm going to have to I'll call the guards to get you out. So the second time I met him, I looked up, put it into a search engine, and here's what I'm not going to tell you them all because they're male problems. One is chronic fatigue. That's about thinning hair, sleep disorders, suppressed blurred vision and eye flutter, stress and mood swings, acne, headaches, poor memory, poor multitasking, permanent anxiety. Are they beginning to sound familiar? That's a male problem. I'm not going to say that either. Or back pain. I can't mention all the others because they're male. It'd be offensive. So there you go. And when I read, I didn't read it to him. I was just handed it to him. And there's other pages for another part of it as well, but I'm not going to go into it. The moment he read it, his colleague was with him. He said, listen to this. And when he read it, he says, thanks for sharing. You learned something new. I said, I've got this problem since I was 15, and it goes back to my early teens. And he said, then I started telling him all the bad things that happened over the years. He said, after the way you've been treated, he said to me, I wouldn't want anything to do with the medical system in this country. I said, I don't. If I could write my own prescriptions, I'd do it myself. I don't want to go near any more doctors again. Unfortunately, you can't write your own prescriptions. I know exactly what drugs could make me. Well, not could, they can make me better, but I can't write my own prescriptions. I mean, it'd be great if I could just write. I wouldn't mind paying out my own money, even if I spent, even if I spent 3/4 of my income on just for drugs that make me better. As long as they work, I don't really care about the long time side effects because I'm going to be dead anyway. At least your life is livable and your quality is much improved. But unfortunately, in order to get a prescription, you have to go to the doctor. I'd like to cut out the middleman, and on top of that, you get stressed because they're being rude to you, and sometimes you might get a little aggressive back, and you have an awful feeling when you leave the place. And what am I even doing here? I don't even want to be here. I just want to get better, and you're upset and angry. So, unfortunate. So the next time I talk to you, it's about Christmas 2015, which is only a few months ago. So, as I said, now he knows what's wrong with me. Also, he said, yeah, I know you have chronic insomnia because when you were there in July, we witnessed it. All the staff did. We know you've got chronic insomnia, and then we know what the other problem, and now I know what caused it. And I said, nobody has ever apologised for the way I've been treated over the years, been verbally abused, physically abused, humiliated, lost of dignity, physical abuse. And he said, well, I did say sorry there a minute. I didn't hear him. That was as close as I got to an apology. So the next time I talk to you, it's around December 2015, which is only a couple of months ago. So I don't know far to go. Good night. God bless. Bye, everybody.